Let's see. Good morning. We're a little crooked right now. Turning up the volume. I think. There we go. All right. Set my camera in its tripod so it's nice and sturdy. And this one. All right. It is chilly in here, isn't it? Yes, Wells.
When we go up at the lake house, if it starts to rain.
It's not going to rain.
If it does, will we go inside?
Of course. All right. Good morning.
Thank you, because I want to check out what the inside of it looks like.
You know what the inside of the house looks like. All right. Good morning, everybody. I am just pulling up our Facebook feed on my computer so that I can see what is happening while we are on. How is everybody feeling today?
Hi, Harrison and Wyatt and Uncle Brian.
All right. It is Thursday, June 11th.
And
let's see here.
Hi, Adam. Hi, Lauren.
We're
Hi,
apparently
Harrison.
saying hello to all of our cousins and aunts and uncles today.
Hi, Harrison. Hi, Wyatt. Hi, Maverick.
All right, here we go. All right, good morning. It is Thursday. Noni's watching. Thursday.
Hi, Noni. Hi, Papa.
June 11th. It is. Tomorrow is our very last day of our normal camp kindergarten session. We have been together for 13 weeks. That is over 3 months together. So I hope you tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow will likely be a day of mostly all songs and a couple of books. So it should be really fun. Next week, Kinsey, please stop talking. Next week, turn my light on here. Next week, we will begin our 2 days a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, beginning at 9:15 Central Time. Please stop making noises while I'm talking. Thank you. We will begin at 9:15 on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It will be a shorter time together. We will still do songs. We will still review sight words and academic things. We're not going to do everything every day. But I'm excited to do some science experiments with you all. So get ready for a little bit of a different camp summer. We'll call it summer camp starting next week. But we have to get through today and tomorrow first. So if it is your birthday, happy birthday. The birthdays, I only know of 3 of them today. Jet is turning 2, Miles is turning 8, and Hudson is turning 2. So, if it is your birthday, happy birthday. Let's sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday if it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right. Very good. Okay, we're going to see how everybody's feeling. All right, so I'm going to grab my guitar, and we're going to sing our good morning song.
Are you forgetting about one other person's birthday? Snowpack.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Let's see how we're feeling today. You ready to sing with me? It's Wells' Helper Day today. Hello, everybody. How are you? Hello, everybody. How are you? Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you today? How are you feeling today? How are you feeling today?
Good.
Good?
Yep.
Are you happy?
Mm-hmm.
Me too. Kinsey, how are you feeling today?
Oh, kind of sad.
Kind of sad? Why are you kind of sad?
I mean, a lot sad.
Why?
Because I can't find my Polly Pocket.
You can't find your Polly Pocket that just came about.
With 2
With
feet.
2 legs? You can find your 1-leg Polly Pocket?
Well found.
Well, we'll have to look for it later. Hello, everybody. Pat your head. Hello, everybody. Pat your head. Hello, everybody. Pat your head. Pat your head today. Clap your hands. Hello, everybody. Clap your hands. Hello, everybody. Clap your hands. Hello, everybody. Clap your hands.
still had the Minnie Mouse that went to this because then we would push a button and Snowbus would do whatever Minnie said.
Yes, that's true. All right.
And when Daddy gave she away.
Her. Okay. Tomorrow, like I said, we are going to sing all of our songs. So if you have a favorite song, guess what? We will play it tomorrow. But I was trying to come up with a new song to end our time together, and I came up with a song. And go ahead, Kinsey.
That I picked out.
Both Wells and Kinsey picked out. It's not fully done, but we're going to play what I have so far. I have 2 verses and the chorus, and I would like to create a couple more verses.
Can Kinsey pick out a different song?
Sure.
No, I picked out that.
Okay, you know what? We can both have the
I
same.
I don't want to do it 2 times, but I want
We're not
to
doing
go
it 2
first.
times. It doesn't matter who's picked it out. It's going to be first. So if you picked it out, it's the first song. If she picked it out, it's the first song. It doesn't.
Mommy, I helped her. I got my song.
Yes, and your song is going first.
And
Here
I
we go.
don't want that song anymore. I picked out
this
that
is the song that
Mommy, I want the dinosaur.
That's what song you choose?
Yeah, I don't want to do that song 2 times a day. I want to do that song though.
Okay, we'll do the song next. We'll do them 1 in a row, 2 in a row, 1 in a row, 2 in a row. All right, we're going to do the dinosaur song because that's the song that Wells chose, and today is her day. And
But we're gonna do
even though she actually chose the peanut butter and jelly song, she's changed her mind because she doesn't want to do what Kinsey does. Yes, Wells.
So,
What, Wells?
I love you.
I love you too. This is the Lori Berkner song, We Are the Dinosaurs. Go ahead and stomp around. And then after the song, we will do some of our morning message, and then we will do the peanut butter and jelly song, a Miss Megan original. It's not fully finished.
In it?
Nope. You gotta help me. If this is the song that you choose, you have to help me, okay? So,
But can we also do the more loud just for today? No.
we are the dinosaurs, march, march. We are the dinosaurs. What do you think of that? We are the dinosaurs, march, march around. We are the dinosaurs. Make the earth flat. Make the earth flat. We stop and eat our food when we're in the mood. We stop and eat our food on the ground. Ooh, ground. We stop and eat our food when we're in the mood. Stop and eat our food and then you'll hear this sound. Can you march around for me so they can see what we're supposed to do? Because I have to kneel so they can see me.
Then
We are the dinosaurs, march, march. We are the dinosaurs. What do you think of that? We are the dinosaurs, march, march. We are the dinosaurs. Make the earth flat. We make the earth flat. We stop and take a rest over in our nest. We stop and take a rest at the end of the day. We stop and take a rest over in our nest. We stop and take a rest and then you'll hear us say that we are the dinosaurs, march, march. We are the dinosaurs. What do you think of that? We are the dinosaurs, march, march. We are the dinosaurs. We make the earth flat. We make the earth flat, and then we roar.
that was loud.
I didn't do loud. I didn't my guitar loud because we are the dinosaurs.
Everybody likes that roar more.
Maybe.
No, that roar was too loud for my ear.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's do our months of the year, shall we? Scoot you guys closer.
No,
I'm really excited about the peanut butter and jelly song, so get ready for that in a few minutes. It's not done, but it's
the roar was
close.
too loud and holding my
I'm
ear.
so sorry that roar was loud. Next
It's
time I'll
just-
do it more.
It's just because it was on my poker day and I was kind of getting tired of it.
All right, Wells, are you ready to lead us in
What wasn't?
the months of the year? You ready? A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. January, February, March, April, May. We go outside and play, play, play. Shh. June, July, August and September, back to school so we remember. October, November, and December. We know our month, so we end the song here. We know our month, so we end the song here. All right. Ooh, are you all right? Yeah. Oof. All right, let's scoot you guys a little closer so you can see our days of the week.
This is a morning message then song.
Yep, this is part of our morning message that we do.
This is our morning.
Okay, I'm sorry, my mistake. All right, what are we doing? Can you pick out the month? Can you pick out month? What month are we in?
January,
February, March, April, May. Nope. We go outside and play. What's after May? June.
Mommy, I meant before we do the peanut butter and jelly song, this.
Yes. June. Can you find the June? How do we spell June? June. June.
Can you guess what letters make it? I'll give you the sound. J, N, F.
Ooh, but that's the silent E, remember? So the silent E, show them. The silent E makes the U say
U. J,
U. And then we don't say anything because it's silent. Silent means it doesn't say anything. So what is the month that we're in? Ba-ba-da-ba.
June.
June. All right, put it up there, please. All right. I got it. Put it up there, please. Well, what song are we going to do for the days of the week? Are we going to do the cha-cha-cha? The days of the week? Or the Sunday, Monday song? Can you please stop making noises?
Oh, I'm playing with this.
Yes, but right now when
Sunday,
you were making...
Monday.
Okay, when you were making noises, it is distracting for everybody watching because they can't hear us very well. Sunday, Monday song? A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, what day of the week is it today?
Sunday, Monday.
All right, what day of the week is it today? How are you gonna figure that out? Thursday. Let's look at the letters in Thursday. 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 What two letters does Thursday start with? T-H. And what sound does T-H make? Kinsey, what sound does T-H make? Good job. So what day is it today?
Thursday.
Very good job. Very nice. All right, Wells, if today is Thursday, what was... Oh, you already did it. What was yesterday?
Thursday. Wednesday.
Wednesday. Wednesday. Wells, what letter does Wednesday start with?
W.
W. And if today is Thursday, what will tomorrow be?
Friday.
Friday. What letter does Friday start with? Bueller?
F.
F.
I want to see you tall.
All right. Oh, can you put that back in there? And what number are we going to put in today? Can you please count so everybody at home can count too? We have lots of little kids who are joining us, so it helps them to learn how to count when we start at number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And what color is it going to be? Can you say the pattern for me?
Black, 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 red. Black, 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 red. Black, black, black.
Black. And what does an 11 look like? What does an 11 look like?
A 1 and a 1.
A 1 and a 1. Start at the top and down we run. That's the way we make a 1. Here you go. Put that in there, please. And then we're going to go to the weather, and then the morning message, and then the peanut butter and jelly song. Please put that in there.
And then we're done?
No. Put it in there, please.
Where's my book I picked up?
Right behind me. Can you please put that in the calendar? Woo! What's the weather? What's the weather? Oh, we forgot to do. Sorry. It's been a, busy morning. Repeat after me. Today is Thursday. Did you hear anything? I didn't hear anything. Did you hear anybody repeating after me?
Your turn.
Okay. My turn. Today is Thursday. Your turn.
Today is Thursday.
My turn. Yesterday was Wednesday. Your turn.
Yesterday was Wednesday.
My turn. Tomorrow will be Friday. Your turn.
Tomorrow will be Friday.
Very good. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? Is it sunny? Is it rainy? Is it snowy out today? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? Is it cloudy? Is it windy? Is it foggy out today? Shh. What is the weather like where we are? What is the weather like where you are? Is it sunny? Is it rainy? Is it cloudy? Is it partly cloudy? Is it windy? What is the weather like where you are? What's the weather like where we are? Hey.
It's sunny and hot.
It's a beautiful day here. Happy birthday, Teresa. I just saw that it's your birthday. And it's our birthday to Miss Megan. All right, put it in there, please, so we can move on to the message. Oh, you already did. Yesterday was sunny and hot, too, so they're already up there. All right, we're going to move on to our morning message.
I keep packing the not wear free pajamas.
Okay, what else?
Every day,
Scooch over.
every day before Miss Meg's kindergarten, can you actually take them off because it's not very fun
I
for
know.
me.
Well, yes, but I forgot because sometimes mommies forget to do things, and that's okay. Can you come on over here so we can read the message, please? All right, my girls like to hunt for popcorn words. So, I hope that you are ready to look for a lot of popcorn words.
You said A.
I did say A. All right, you guys ready?
I like
Hold on.
to.
I bet Waz can read most of this message for us. Kids, keep your head down, please. Oh, you can't see. Hang on.
I like.
That should be a little bit better. All right, here we go. Repeat after. Yeah, no. Repeat after me. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you find
Whoa. Too much talking.
Can you put a long message
Like this for tomorrow?
with a lot of finding words so I can find them? Can you
Yes.
do the same amount?
Probably not. Here we
Or
go.
Can you do a little less or a
Guys,
little
it is what it is, okay? It's actually really difficult to try to get the same amount of words each day, okay? My turn. Today is Thursday, June 11th. Your turn.
Today is Thursday, June
11th. All right,
Mommy,
Wells's
I
turn.
want to read it.
Yes, Wells can read it, and I will repeat after her. Okay?
I like to
Ooh, this is a new popcorn word.
mix.
No, look at.
Make.
Oh, very good. She saw that E at the end. That means it's a silent E. It means it doesn't say anything. And it makes this H say its own name.
Make.
Sound it out. Chop it out. Chop it out. And. Sand. What's the word?
Sand.
Sand.
I like to make sand
Castles.
castles.
All right, let's repeat after her.
I like to make sand.
I like to make sand castles. All right, Wells, next sentence.
I like to make friends.
Ooh, let's chop that one out. Oh, this one's
No,
hard to
no, that's a silence just like the one up
Yeah, this
there.
is the word forts. Like you guys make forts with blankets.
I like to make forts.
All right, our turn. I like to make forts. All right, well, it's your turn.
I like to make cookies.
Cookies, very good. Our turn. I like to make cookies. Your turn, Wells.
I like to make
Arts.
arts and crafts.
Good. Our turn. I like to make arts and crafts. All right, I see a question mark at the end, so what do we do with our voice? What?
What did you
Oh, what is this word?
do?
Do. Let's try again.
What do you like to make?
What do you like to make? All right, we have lots of popcorn words to find.
Now we're only going to do mine.
Not yet. When we're done with this. The first word that we're going to look for is the word I. Can you find the word I? Circle it, please. There's lots of them. Let's see if you can find them all. I like to make sandcastles. I like to go fishing.
Just don't help.
I'm not going to help you. Is that I?
See, there's a ton
Don't
of
use your fingers, please.
Ton of the same words that get mixed.
I know. This is a tricky one today. I. There's another one. All right, you circled them all. Very good. All right, so how many are there? How many I's are in our message today?
4.
4. How do we make a 4?
Down and over and down some more.
Very good. The next
That's the way
we make a 4. The next word we're going to look for is the word is.
No, wait.
Can you find the word is, Kinsey?
Down
I mean, not Kinsey.
and over and down some more.
Very good. Wells, find the word is, please.
Is, biz, bo, biz, banana,
Please.
banana, for fizz, me, mine. There's one.
Just one. Just one is.
Shun.
All right, start at the top and down we run. That's the way we make a 1. All right.
Make there be like at least one
Like.
in Kinsey's.
Like is the next word. How many likes can you find? There's a lot of likes. L-I-K-E, like.
Oh boy, here's a message.
Oh boy, there's one. Can you scooch over, please? There's another one. There's another one.
Barely can reach.
It's okay, but you got it.
Can you just do? Thanks. It's so far away.
There's another one.
Is there another?
Maybe. Can you find the other one? Oh my goodness gracious. How many likes are in our message?
5.
5 likes. How do we make a 5? That Mr. 5 goes down and around. Put a hat on top and see what you found.
That Mr. 5
What was
goes
that?
down. I don't know.
That Mr. 5 goes down and around. Put a hat on top and see what you found. Very good. Do you want me to help you, Kinsey? All right, the next word we're going to look for is the word
You said it.
to. T-O-2.
Mommy, you said it.
I did say
The
that.
next word is it. You said it
It's
well.
to. Can you find the word to? Can you guys find the word to? There's quite a few of them. Oh, goodness, snakes. That's what Gigi always says. Oh, goodness, snakes.
Did you see that one?
I did. Wow. There are so many popcorn words in this message today.
I don't know if I can count all of them.
I know. We're going to have a lot to count together today.
There's more.
Yep. T-O-2. Very good. How many 2s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 5. Another fat Mr. 5 goes down, down and around. Put a hat on top and see what you found. Come on, sweetheart. Kinsey, can you move, please, so they can see? The next word we're going to look at is a new popcorn word.
I need the marker.
Make.
No, I mean
What?
marker.
It's fine. I don't have it right now. Please just put a 5 in
can't
here.
do anything.
Do you want me to help you, Kinsey?
Can't even make an 8.
Well, we're not making an 8 right now. We're not making an 8. Make. M-A-K-E. Make. Can you find the word make, Wells?
I need help snapping this one.
What are you trying to find, Kins? Or what are you trying to write? Make. Get ready for the peanut butter and jelly song. It's coming up.
Down and over and down some more.
That's the way we make a 4. All right. Wells, I see a couple more makes. Can you find them? Can you find those makes?
Zach. Gimme, Benny,
I
can't do those.
Can't do what? 5s? Let me help you.
Well, I can.
Other hand.
Is there another one?
Fat Mr. 5 goes down and around.
Nope.
Put a hat on top. See what you found. All right, how many makes? Oh, there's another one. There's another make. Can you find it?
Don't help.
I won't help.
Ow.
There it is. How many makes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness snakes. There are so many popcorn words in this message today.
And so many 5s.
So many 5s. All right. The last word we're going to look for is the word you. Y-O-U. You.
There's probably only one.
There is only one. Okay, we have a lot of popcorn words to count. Can you guys help us?
I need the black. Yikes. Where's the black?
Kinsey, can I use that, please? Thank you. Here, I'm going to give you a different color. You can use purple.
Dang, my favorite color.
I know. All right, are you guys ready to count? I need you to scoot over so they can see. You okay? You're okay. Scooch over, please, so they can see. All right, here we go. Let's count them all together. No, stop.
I don't want to do it.
No, because then it's getting confusing for everybody. Let's count. I think we have a lot. We'll go nice and slow. 1. I need everybody to help me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21! How do we make a 21?
A 2 and a 1?
Yeah, a 2 and a 1. Very good.
Whoa!
Round and back on the railroad track. 2, 2, 2. Start at the top and down we... Good job, kids. Run. That's the way we make runs.
Where's the lid?
All right.
Wow. Can you
Nice
please
job.
take a picture of this?
Not right now because I can't use my phone.
Can you take a picture of mine?
Nope, not right now because I can't use my phone. All right, you guys ready for the peanut... Oops, I'm sorry. The peanut butter and jelly song? It's not done.
Yeah.
I still need to write 2 more verses, but I've got them in my brain.
Check.
So I thought, I've been thinking this week it would be fun to have one more new song before our time is up together. And so I thought I would love to make a song. Kinsey, can you please stop talking when I am talking? I would like to make a song that is about being together because we have spent 13 weeks together and we've had a lot of fun. And so I thought I'd make a fun, silly song about being things that go together. So this is called the Peanut Butter and Jelly Song, and I hope you like it. I have my words really small on my computer, so if you see me looking down, it's because I just wrote this song yesterday, so I have to remember all the words. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. We go together like peanut butter and jelly. We go together, my friends, family, and me. One more time. We go together like peanut butter and jelly. We go together, my friends, family, and me. I'll go grab the sprinkles when you're the birthday cake. Put them both together, they are so good to make. A cup of yummy milk is where my cookies will rest. Then together they'll mix in my tummy. It really is the best. We go together like peanut butter and jelly. We go together, my friends, family, and me. One more time. We go together like peanut butter and jelly. We go together, my friends, family, and me. Bacon is so delicious, peanut butter and jelly song. Please stop. Wow, this is a big reaction for something that it doesn't even have this reaction.
Words and you were gonna take the picture. I don't want it on anymore. I want it erased. And I want all the purple drawing.
Can you please just go take a breather over here? Because
it is my Albert Day because I'm getting upset because my sister rolled over the words.
But I can still read the words, so what does it matter?
Well, I don't like it. It looks funny.
I need to just take a deep breath and stop. You're actually, I can hear you pushing those tears out on purpose. Oh my goodness gracious.
I don't want water.
Anyway, you can go upstairs if this is how you're going to act. All of these lovely children are watching us and they are seeing how we are reacting. And this is not a reaction that we need to have for how, please stop, Kinsey. Kinsey, where's this? Where's the lid? Okay, if you don't like what your sister did, instead of immediately turning on the tears, talk to her, okay?
Kinsey?
This is not something that we need to get so worked up about.
Please don't ever do this again when it's my helper day. I don't
Do
like
what?
it.
You need to use your words and talk to her.
Don't do that. Hey, she doesn't waste it, but I didn't want you to. Well, I don't like it.
Okay.
I liked it the way it was before.
You know what? Stop it. Oh my goodness. I throw the towel in. Seriously, you guys?
I don't want it on the board anymore.
It's going to stay on the board for right now. We'll deal with it when we're done with class. Why are you crying?
I didn't want you to have it.
I can't understand you.
I didn't want you
Why are you laughing?
I didn't want you to erase right there. That's not nice.
Okay, so she drew a picture on the words when she had no clue that you didn't want her to do that. So you can't get upset with her because she didn't know that you didn't want that. You don't need to get upset about one little finger that went over the drawing, okay? Next time, Kinsey, before you draw things on the board, you need to ask if that's okay. Okay?
Well, and you two, on my helper day.
Yes, you'll need to ask to write on the board when it's Kinsey's helper day. Okay?
Which is tomorrow.
Now, I think you both owe each other an apology for getting so upset about things that we don't need to get that upset about.
I'm sorry too.
Okay. Can we give each other a little hug?
Can we erase this?
No, we're not erasing anything right now. We will deal with it after class. Okay? Wow. My goodness.
Want to erase it so that we
Okay. We're always working things out, right? Because we never quite know how things are going to roll each day. And hopefully that was okay. All right, it's time to read the story that Wells chose today.
It's fine. We're erasing everything, even Kinsey's, because then we get to have even more space to do new things, right, Kinsey? And new drawings. Hey!
So, it looks like Wells and Kinsey figured out how to work a compromise and that they both get what they want. And they're both erasing the board. So, was I even really needed?
I'm going to give you,
yes
I'm going to put a line down the middle.
All right, girls.
At one side and I'll get the
Hey,
other.
I'm going to read a story now, so I need you guys to be quiet, please. And Wells, I'm reading the story that you chose, so if you'd like to watch, I suggest you come on over. This is called The Berenstein Bears Get the Gimmies by Stan and Jan Berenstein. The Berenstein Bears Get the Gimmies.
It's so silly. Good thing you have a bigger one.
Okay, Wells, what did I just say about talking? I need you guys to be quiet so they can hear our story. All right.
Now we're all done.
Here we go.
I'm going to put a line down the middle of the board. So we'll each get one. No. We don't know where the middle is.
Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Wells and Kinsey.
What?
Please stop talking when I am reading a story. In fact, right now we shouldn't be out writing on the board. You guys should be listening to my story.
Okay.
Put it away.
When you're done, can we do it?
When we're done with camp, you can draw on the board. Because you know what? You guys aren't actually setting very good examples of what we should be doing in camp. We should be listening. Right? Of course, the members of the bear family who lived in the big tree down a sunny dirt road in bear country loved each other. They loved each other very much.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, goodness
At least I said I'm sorry.
Yes, thank you for apologizing for knocking my water over. And we just soak it up with a towel.
And dry off my foot.
Okay.
My foot knocked me
Sit down,
down.
please. They loved each other very much. Brother and Sister Bear loved their mama and papa. Naturally, Mama and Papa loved their cubs, and of course, they were nice to them. As nice as they could be. But sometimes they were a little too nice. Please stop.
Mommy,
Sometimes the cubs got too many treats, too many toys, and too many rides on the bucking duck at the mall. Maybe that's why Brother and Sister Bear got the gimmies. Or maybe it was because there were treats, toys, and fun things to do wherever they looked.
Do you want to come sit next to me?
Please stop talking when I'm reading a book. Thank you.
No, you're just bored.
Okay. At the supermarket, at the mall, on TV, and just about every which where. Please stop.
No, right next to
Wells, can you please come over here?
I want to sit here. Your hair's always in the
Okay,
way.
that makes sense.
I don't want anyone next to me.
Well, she's going to be next to you, otherwise she can't see, and if you're going to get upset about it, you can go upstairs. Maybe that was why they began making a fuss to get what they wanted, especially at the supermarket checkout, where there were always stacks and stacks of candy and other goodies. Now, cubs, Mama Bear said, as the family got into the checkout line, as she saw that old gimme gleam in their eyes. We can't have a big fuss every time we pass candy. I simply won't stand for it. You got to put your head back a little bit, sweetheart. But, Mama, whined Sister, they have gummy gumballs, my favorite. And chewy chompers, my favorite, whined Brother. Now, hush, said Mama. I simply won't listen to another word. And that's when Papa Bear smiled and said, Now, Mama, you're only young once, and handed the cubs their favorite treats. It's only too true, said Mama as they were leaving the supermarket, that you're only young once, but that's all the more reason to learn proper behavior while you're still young. And I certainly think, look, shouted Sister, a new ride. Hey, a bucking frog, shouted Brother. That looks even better than the bucking duck. Maybe we can ride it, please. May we, please? Now, Papa had just bought them treats, and he thought that was enough for one day. But the cubs made such a fuss that he sighed, dug into his pocket, and put some money in the slot. Papa looked at Mama, and Mama shrugged. Cubs will be cubs, he said. It may be true that cubs will be cubs, said Mama as they walked across the parking lot to the car, but that's no excuse for jumping up and down and making a scene every time they see something they want. Look, shouted the cubs once again. Little rubber cats that stick out their tongues when you squeeze them. Cubs, said Mama. That will be quite enough. I don't want to hear another word. Oh, please, they shouted. May we have them, please, please, please. Papa decided it was time to put a stop to all the fussing. Stop that fussing, he said in his loudest Papa Bear voice. But they were making such a commotion they didn't even hear him. Sister was jumping up and down so hard that she fell over backwards and started kicking her feet in the air. Please, please, shouted the cubs so loudly that the whole parking lot took notice. Said embarrassed Papa to the toy seller. 2 of those rubber cats, please. The rubber cats not only stuck out their tongues when you squeezed them, they went squeak, squeak as well, and they squeaked all the way home. Mama was quite annoyed by the time they got back to the treehouse, but Papa was so angry he could hardly speak. It wasn't until the cubs had gone about their business and Mama had made a pot of tea that Papa's voice came back loud and clear. Of all the outrageous, disgraceful, embarrassing behavior I have ever seen, he roared. That selfish, greedy performance by our cubs was the worst. Brother and Sister have the worst case of the galloping, greedy gimmies I've ever seen. Yes, said Mama calmly, sipping her tea. But have you ever stopped to think about why they have the gimmies? Perhaps their greedy behavior isn't all their fault. Perhaps it's partly our fault for giving in every time they make a fuss. Papa listened quietly. Perhaps so, he said. It's up to us, she continued, to explain things to them, to help them understand why it's important not to be greedy. Then Papa called the cubs in for a talking to. He told them why it wasn't a good idea to be selfish and greedy and wanted everything in sight. Selfish, greedy cubs, he exclaimed, can never be happy because you just can't have everything you want all the time. Life isn't like that. Do you understand? Oh, yes, Papa, we understand, they said. He talked to them about counting their blessings, which meant enjoying the things they had instead of forever wanting more and more and more. Does that make sense to you, he asked. Oh, yes, Papa, they said. It makes a lot of sense. That's when the cubs heard the sound of a familiar car door. It was Grizzly Gramps and Gran come to call. Brother and sister ran to open the front door, and as Gramps and Gran came up the steps, they made the biggest fuss yet. What'd you bring me? They screamed. What'd you bring me? What'd you bring me? That did it. Up to your room, roared Papa. Up to your room and no TV or treats for a week, for a month, for a year. The cubs knew this wasn't time to argue. They scurried up the stairs and into their rooms. We seem to have come at a bad time, said Gran. What about these things we brought with us? Asked Gramps, a puzzle for brother and a top for sister. Your presents will have to wait, Gramps, answered Mama. I'm afraid brother and sister have a bad case of the gimmies. The galloping greedy gimmies, said Papa. The worst case I've ever seen. The cubs opened their door a crack to listen. The worst case, you say, said Gramps, looking Papa in the eyes. Seems to me you were quite a gimme cub yourself when you were little. Brother and sister sneaked to the top of the stairs so they could hear better. I was, said Papa. Of course, we didn't have malls or supermarkets back then, but there was old Roof Grizzly's General Store. Wonderful place. Sold just about everything. Honey cake, licorice sticks, molasses apples, and all sorts of toys and novelties. And did you ever have the gimmies? Did you ever? You wanted everything in sight. Downright embarrassing. Why, it got so bad we couldn't go there anymore. So, we worked out a deal, said Gran. When it came time for a trip to the general store, we had you decide on a treat ahead of time. It could be a sweet, a toy, or a book, and that was it for the day. Right, said Gramps, and if you came down with the gimmies, we went right home and you got nothing. That sounds like a pretty good plan to me, said Mama. Me too, said Papa. The cubs tiptoed back to their room. It sounded okay to them, too. The next time the Bear family went to the supermarket, they tried the Gramps and Gran plan, and it worked. Brother decided he would get a book about dinosaurs, and sister wanted a new box of crayons. Mama and Papa were very proud when the cubs passed the candy rack without as much of a peep. Brother and sister were pretty proud of themselves, too. But then they heard it. The familiar sound of a cub with a bad case of the gimmies. The kicking, screaming cub was just behind them in the checkout line. You never heard such a fuss. What outrageous, disgraceful, embarrassing behavior, said sister. May we leave? Yeah, said brother. Let's get out of here. And that's how brother and sister bear got rid of a pretty bad case of the galloping, greedy gimmies. I'll tell you what. I know for a fact that it is really hard sometimes when we are out and about and we see things that we want to want them really bad and feel as though we have to have them. But like the Berenstain Bears book said, we have to be grateful for the things that we have, right? And sometimes that's hard to do. Sometimes we just get so used to what we have.
We get what we get and we don't get it.
That's what we oftentimes will say. So hopefully you can keep your galloping greedy gimmies at a minimum. And
we keep all galloping greedy.
Yeah, that's right. Let's sing a song.
And then will our time be gone?
Nope, not quite.
One way book and then time up?
We'll sing a song, read a book, sing a song, and be done.
Whoa! 2, 3, 4 songs.
4 songs. We're gonna do I'm Gonna Catch Ya. So we'll scoot you guys back.
What's the next song?
I don't know. We'll have to figure it out when we get there.
I don't like this. It makes me feel weird.
What?
It's kind of like my skin's pushed back, but it's kind of like the galloping gimmies.
Girls, come on up and dance with me.
Well, Mommy, this is bothering me.
Okay, well, I can't fix it right now.
There's
I'll
stuff
have to help you
at
out.
the top and the skin goes down.
All right, this is the Lori Berkner song. I'm Gonna Catch You. Here we go. I'm gonna catch you. Let it run. I'm gonna catch you. Here I come. So I jumped into Sunday Hi, how do you do? I'm Mommy. Nice to meet you. Hi, how do you do? I'm Miss Megan. Nice to meet you. And I heard it sound. What did it say? It said, I'm gonna catch you. Better run. I'm gonna catch you. Here I come. So I jumped into Thursday, and I had myself a nurse day. Open those mouths and sing out those tongues. And I turned around, and I heard it sound. What did it say? It said, I'm gonna catch you. Better run. I'm gonna catch you. Here I come. So I jumped into Thursday. Oh wait, we did Thursday, didn't we? I jumped into Friday, and I had myself a shine. We did. We just said, and I turned around, and I heard a sound. What did it say? It said, I'm gonna catch you. You please stop. I'm gonna catch you. Here I come. I jumped into Saturday. Sorry, I thought you were putting a crown on my head. I jumped into Saturday, and I had a baseball better day. Swing, better, 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 swing. Fuck that. And I heard a sound. What did it say? It said, I'm gonna catch you. Better run. I'm gonna catch you. Here I come. I'm gonna catch you. Better run. I'm gonna catch you. Here I come. Last time. I'm gonna catch you. Better run. I'm gonna catch you. Here I come. All right, nice job. That is what I like to see. Some good participating on my children's behalf. Woo! All right, we're gonna sing. We're gonna read another book. This book.
Mommy, I'm pretending this is whole.
This book is called I Can Do Hard Things.
I'm pretending this
Woo!
is
I need a
conversation.
sip of water because I'm a little out of breath.
Mommy, I'm pretending this is whole fire station.
Okay.
Okay.
I Can Do Hard Things. Mindful Affirmations for Kids by Gabby Garcia. Whew. I don't always feel brave, confident, or strong. Sometimes it seems easier to follow others along. Hey, Wells, can you come on over here and listen?
Yes.
Kinsey, you too.
That's Kinsey's side. This is my
Wells,
side.
come on over, please.
I'm just making a line.
I guess-
This is my side. Yeah.
Girls, please
I'm
come on
putting it
over.
in my pocket.
No, you're coming over to listen to the story. I get so many messages about how I should be pulled in different directions. I feel wobbly. When this happens, I listen for that quiet voice inside. When I pay attention, that voice is my guide. We've talked about that little voice, haven't we, Wells?
What little voice?
Little voice inside of your head that helps you do when you are thinking about a choice that you might make that you might think is not a good choice. That little voice in your head usually will say, this might not be the best idea. And then it's up to you to choose to listen to it or not.
I don't hear it though.
Well, it's not a real thing. It's just kind of in your brain. Kinsey, please stop. I connect with the love and strength it brings. It helps me remember I can do hard things.
Mommy, this love looks different.
It does look different. I think that this boy has one leg and this is an artificial leg.
What does that mean?
It means it's not real. And he uses it to help him get around.
One leg.
That's right. Polly Pocket has one leg. Look at that. And this boy has one leg and this is
A fake leg to help him walk.
that's right. I can be a friend to myself.
Kinsey, I can't see you're right in the
She's
way.
fine. I can feel all my feelings. I can ask for help. I can try again rather than give up. Sometimes it's hard to try again when we don't do something right the first time. But if we try again and we try again, eventually we'll get it right. I can believe in myself.
Keep practicing.
I can speak up when it would be easier to stay quiet. And I can say no, even to my friends. I can apologize. It's always good to apologize. Apologizing is being kind. I can forgive. I can listen to understand different points of view. And sometimes that is very difficult to do, isn't it? When you have an idea that you think is the way that it should be, sometimes it's hard to listen to other people's thoughts and ideas. But that's how we become better friends, and that's how we be kind, is to include everybody's thoughts and opinions. I can care for my community. I can choose kindness. I can practice peace. I can share my gifts with the world, and I can be myself. Hard things can be about what we think, feel, say, or do. What's hard for me may not be hard for you. You are you, and I am me. We walk through the world differently. Trusting my voice helps me find my way. Please don't touch my guitar.
No,
I grow braver.
That's
No, I do not want you touching my guitar. I grow braver and stronger every day. The tough stuff I face is all my own, but I can also remember that I'm not alone. I'm ready for the hard things I have to do, and please remember, so are you. The end.
Mommy, why in that last picture when she had a kayak? Why is she wearing a helmet?
Because some people wear helmets when they're in their kayaks, especially when they're on like rivers, or if they're in waters that are really
Hey, I have 2 waterproof helmets.
Okay. All right.
Remember my new helmet that had the owl? Those aren't actually real water helmets. And my sky one. They're waterproof.
All right, one more song, and then our time is done today.
Almost time to go.
Kinsey, did you pick the song that you wanted to do today? No, wait. No, Wells, you picked the dinosaur song. Kinsey, you picked the new song, didn't you? All right.
The peanut butter and jelly.
The peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter.
Our grill outside has
Jelly.
a bird nest in it.
Our grill outside does have a bird's
In
or
the back
an animal's nest in it somewhere. We have to figure out how to get that out.
Daddy knows.
All right, we're gonna sing a Raffi song called "You Gotta Sing."
When Miss Megan says.
Right, and Raffi's song says you gotta sing when the Spirit says sing. But for our class, we're gonna say you gotta sing when Miss Megan says sing. So, I like the song. It's kind of got a cool vibe to it. You ready? You guys gotta help me do it so that they can see what we're supposed to do. Oh goodness! Can you move, please?
Why did you say, oh goodness?
Because there's a giant mess back here that I'm gonna have to clean up later. All right, the joys of being a teacher. Always have messes. You gotta sing when Miss Megan says sing. You gotta sing when Miss Megan says sing. When Miss Megan says sing, you gotta sing right along. Sing when Miss Megan says sing. All right, you gotta clap. Can you show everybody how to clap? Can you clap? Please. You gotta clap when Miss Megan says clap. You gotta clap when Miss Megan says clap. When Miss Megan says clap, you gotta clap right along. Clap when Miss Megan says clap. Can you please stop? You gotta hum when Miss Megan says hum. How do you hum? All right, snap. Kinsey, show them how to snap. You gotta snap when Miss Megan says. Show them. They can't see you. You gotta snap when Miss Megan says snap. When Miss Megan says snap, you gotta snap right along. Snap when Miss Megan says snap. Swim. Show them how to swim. Swim when Miss Megan says swim. You gotta swim when Miss Megan says swim. Swim when Miss Megan says swim. You gotta swim right along. Swim when Miss Megan says swim. Nice job, Kinsey. You got to stomp. Stomp when Miss Megan says stomp. You gotta stomp when Miss Megan says stomp. When Miss Megan says don't push on that chair, please. Thank you for joining us today. Tomorrow is our last of our camp kindergarten for these past 13 weeks together. Remember, we will start 2 days a week next week. But tomorrow, we will have our graduation caps on, which you can find those on Etsy 3.0, Miss Megan's Camp Kindergarten 3.0. There is a certificate of completion for Miss Megan's Camp Kindergarten. There are popcorn words on very cute popcorn, for lack of better words, stationery. And some games to play with those popcorn words. So I'll put that in the link for after class today. I will have the rest of the peanut butter and jelly song finished. We will have a day of singing songs and maybe a couple books and possibly Super Stoli and a fun time for our hour together tomorrow. We always have fun, but extra fun with extra songs tomorrow. So I hope you had a wonderful time today. Remember that what makes you different is what makes you beautiful. Always be kind.
Fire station. The ladder.
What?
The ladder to fire station.
Oh, I don't think it ended there.